Farid here, or the Farito Bandito, however you'd like to refer to me as. I want to talk to you guys today about something that you may like, you may hate, you may have no taste for it, but one way or another, you gotta live with it, and you use it every day. Now that thing that we're referring to is sales, or as some like to call it, negotiations, because every single day, in every single situation, we are in some kind of negotiation. The question is, how often do you win? How often do you lose? Now there's a lot of different aspects of this, and it's way too much to cover in one video. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe doing small segments and talking about individual things about sales and going from there. And then if you guys have comments, questions, concerns, you can message me. I'd be more than glad to post up more videos answering your questions, as well as my opinions, beliefs, and tried and true results that I've gotten from doing this. And where I like to start with sales is probably the simplest and the hardest part of it all. It is what makes up a sale. And a sale typically is a customer coming to you with a problem. And you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. Why did they come to you? What do you have that these customers couldn't have gone to your competitors, couldn't have gone to somebody else to find? This all leads up to what we call a value proposition. So the customer comes to you with a situation, with a problem, and they're going to offer you their Kazakhstan kopecks for you to resolve that problem for them. Simple. Now, what makes them want to give you these once you have a solution for them? It is your value proposition. So basically, for this negotiation to go positively and to go well in what you hope to be is your favor, you have to genuinely care about what the customer's outcome is. Now, I know that sounds completely obvious, yet when people go into sales, they stumble because they don't exactly understand how to implement that. So what do I mean by all of this? Okay, so customer walks into my business and they're saying, I want white lights. You have to be able to understand what the customer is asking of you, because that's going to create your value proposition. So a customer comes up to me and says, I want white lights. I automatically think in my head, because I obviously know my business and what I'm offering, I hear, okay, the customer either wants A, something aesthetically pleasing for their vehicle, or B, the customer can't see at night and they would like something brighter, or C, they want all of the above. So now I'm starting to figure this out, and I need to find out from my customer what is their goal. Again, this all leads back to our value proposition, right? So I will ask a few leading questions. I'm going to try to get certain answers out of them to understand what works for them. So I ask the customer, hey, are you having trouble seeing at night? Are you looking for lights that are just cleaner looking? And the customer may sometimes answer with both, or C in this case, and say, hey, yes, I want something clean looking and I can't see at night. Boom. Now I know what my customer wants. They're not just looking for white lights. They're looking for LED, or they're looking for the latest and greatest kind of lighting, or maybe auxiliary lighting. Now, why is this important? Because now that I have figured out what the customer wants, I need to ensure that whatever I provide them is going to exceed the monetary value in their eyes than what they're giving me. So that means that whatever product or solution I provide them has to, in the customer's mind, be more worth it than holding on to these. That right there is our value proposition. I'm coming to you as a customer, or as a person with a solution to the customer, saying, hey, if you give me enough of these, I will get you the solution you want. And the customer should leave in their mind saying, oh my God, I can't believe what I just got. I got everything I wanted, everything I needed, and I just have to give up a few of those. Perfect. You've exceeded the expectations of the customer by taking a moment and figuring out what the customer wanted, seeing what you had in your repertoire to offer them as a solution, and you've both left your negotiation with something that was happy for both of you. Which brings me to my next thing, that negotiation we were talking about earlier. Many people have opinions on what a negotiation is and should be. If you ask certain businessmen, it's when you got the better deal. If you ask others, it's when the customer won out. I tend to believe that a proper negotiation is where the customer got what they wanted and you got exactly what you wanted or close to what you wanted in return, meaning you both found that middle ground where everybody's happy. If one person is happy and the other person isn't, that was not a good negotiation. The value proposition was not there for one of those parties, because in the sales experience, the value proposition is not only for the customer. The salesperson has to be in the same boat, because if they're not getting anything out of it, what's the point of me trying to help you or the salesperson trying to help you? It's not goodwill. It's not going to be it's not a donation-based system. It has to be a negotiation in which both parties end up winning something. Now, that being said, how do you improve your sales? By focusing on that value proposition, right? We now know that the customer has to come up with what they're looking for. You have to give them enough of a reason to release their kopecks, their dollars, their whatever you want to call these things, your Kanucky stands, and you both have to leave happy with the situation. So, from this hopefully short video, I want you to understand one thing. What are you bringing to the table? And when you leave that table, are you both happy? Sounds like two things, but it's what the value proposition is. It's your negotiation. So in these videos, I will be hopefully focusing on different subjects of the sale. In the next video, I might go ahead and do an example of what the sales process should be. But for now, especially for new salespeople, for people that are just trying to boost sales in their business, I want you to focus on what you're bringing to the table for your customer, your value proposition, because it'll lead you to ask other questions that logically you'll get to that make you better than your competition. Question that you need to ask yourself, is my value proposition better than what my competitor is offering? Great. That value proposition can involve a lot of things, whether it's a product, your customer service, your timeliness of your service, the process in which your solution came to fruition for the customer. But all of these things become that value proposition you need to worry about, and that's what's important. And that's what I want you to focus on for your first step in learning how to do sales. And sales does not have to be a dirty thing, a bad word, or anything. Sales is what we do every single day. Whether you're going for a job interview, they're selling you on the position and you're selling them on why you should fill it. That's why everything works together in that sales process. So, as I was saying before, if you guys have any questions, comments, put them in the description below. I will get to them as soon as I can. Go ahead and smash that like button as well, because that'll tell me you want to see more of these videos. Anything I can do to improve the quality of them? This is, right here, a value proposition. I want to make sure that I can negotiate for your eyeballs and your time, and I will provide you hopefully what you consider to be valuable information that improves your life, and the time spent watching me was better spent than doing something else. And you got more value out of this than anything else. So I hope that I provided you with a great value proposition, and I think this negotiation went well. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed my time. So smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Adios, Farito Bandito out.